Okay, first off, I have to tell you that if you're planning to buy this movie in any version, please don't. It's for free on Dailymotion. Just look up GoGo 5 movie Dailymotion. Then parts 1 and 2 of the movie should be up on there. You know, I am a big Power Rangers fan, and how I came to learn about Super Sentai is, well, the internet. Watched some videos, things were learned, then I eventually learned that there were 6 Rangers that even I didn't know about, that existed exclusively in the Sentai versions. With GoGo 5, it was Demon Beast Hunter Zeek, or Jeek in Japanese. And, you know, GoGo 5, despite having this extra character, doesn't really count as Jeek being a 6th Ranger, for many reasons. And what are those reasons? Well, let's review the movie first, and then I'll show you. We start the movie off with a weird sword crashing into Earth, causing a huge ruckus, which the GoGo 5 immediately go and save the others from. You know, the burning buildings and such. They even use their mecha in order to help. And it's during this sequence that their awesome intro plays. It's really, really catchy. Their friend Kyoto, who they saved in the previous episode, is actually trying her best to help the team out, but she keeps getting pushed aside in order to do minuscule things like watching the mechs. So while the GoGo 5 actually investigate what's going on, they meet a monster that they think is part of the Catastrophe family? Of course, let's just go with that brilliant name! And this is actually a D-monster. Yeah, I know. Just roll with it. This D-monster is too strong for these guys to handle, even with their ultimate weapon, the Life Bird. So this guy just shows up out of nowhere and breaks this shield, and accidentally injures Kyoto in the process. And says that the Rangers are jeopardizing his mission. And then he just goes away. That's a bad first impression. The Catastrophe beasts make a deal with a D-monster. The D-monster explains how there are 2 swords, one of darkness and one of shadows. He only has one sword, but he needs the other to be fully powered in order to take over the universe as we know it. You know how this goes. The Rangers try and heal Kyoto, and they try to find out what the heck is going on. During his fight with the Red Ranger, Zeek has the stereotypical "I don't need your help" personality. And after the two are about to shoot themselves in the head, they are stopped by the other Rangers who tell them that Kyoto has just been healed. They stop, and we finally get to see who this guy is under the helmet. When Jeek hears of the Catastrophes and D monster actually being in the same area, he changes into Jeek in order to chase after them. The Rangers go too because, well, he's obviously not going to be able to do this by himself, and that turns out to be true. Even though he doesn't really want their help, they help anyways. And this also doesn't work. The GoGoV throw everything they have at the monsters, and it just doesn't defeat them. What's worse is Jeek ends up dying in the middle of the battle, and he actually gives his powers to Kyoto because she looked like Lilia, a person who was also a soldier with him on a distant planet trying to stop him from taking a sword. Lilia sacrificed herself in order to take that sword away, but it ended up on Earth instead. So this is why he ends up giving Kyoto his powers, and she is great in this form. It's just amazing, plowing through all these monsters almost twice as fast as Jeek would have. Meanwhile, the Rangers find out that the monster has taken both of the swords, and now it's gotten a giant super form, yeah, let's call it a super form because that's basically what this thing is. The Rangers use the Grand Lighter and its ultimate attack in order to defeat the monster, and it still doesn't work. It looks like the Rangers are defeated until she fuses the powers of Jeek with the Robo's finisher, and then the monster is defeated. In the final scene of the movie, they are honoring Jeek's spirit, and it passes on, along with the powers, thus ending the movie. Well, that's the movie. Now to talk about why Jeek technically doesn't count as being a sixth ranger. I guess one of the reasons could be, well, he just doesn't belong there. Just like the Black Knight from Ginga Man, he only occasionally joins the team, and just like the Black Knight, he never really wants any help. And yes, just like Black Knight, he also gives his powers to someone else who takes his place. But she technically didn't earn those powers. She just listened to Jeek's backstory and then boom, Ranger. Or if you could call that, a Beast Demon Hunter or Monster Hunter. Not only that, but just look at the suit. Sure, it's black and gold, and those colors work great together, but even though the transformation sequence is similar, he doesn't use any of the technology that the GoGo 5 use. He just uses a crystal, and he has completely different weapons from the GoGo 5, which do make him awesome, but he is so weak that he ends up getting killed in the exact same movie he appeared in, then gives his powers to someone else in the exact same movie he appeared in, then those powers are lost forever in the exact same movie they appeared in. Everything is happening so fast with this character that you can barely even tell what his personality traits are supposed to be. But there are subtle hints of what his personality is supposed to be like, just like the Black Knight. And I encourage you to go on the wiki to look this guy up, because it's basically the good old, hey, I don't need your help. Oh, you're gonna help me see the error of my ways. Oh, thank you. I really needed that. Dead. Oh, wait, I have new powers. I'm gonna help you. Fuse my powers with yours. So yeah, that's technically why I personally don't count him as being a sixth ranger. He could count as being an extra hero, but that's pretty much it.